really like this software. Luckily, we do videos all the time. I think that's where content marketing is going. And so we've embraced it. And I know how to edit videos, so it's been great. But it's really cool to have, a software like Pictory that does a lot of the heavy lifting for you as well.
Can you just explain how you use it within your day-to-day workflow and how it's improving your content marketing?
Yeah, for sure. So I think that we're still dabbling into it. So we produce articles, obviously, on a regular cadence, whether it's on different topics right now, like we're focused on CPAs and marketing to CPA. So we have this lovely written content, and we're also doing, obviously, a interview style video. But again, it takes a lot of time and planning and editing. But in the meantime, we can actually recycle the content we had that we produced, like the merits of using a wealth manager. And so basically, I uploaded the article to Pictory, and then they kind of selected probably 5 or 6 different sentences or scenes. And it wasn't perfect, but I would say it was like probably 70% there. So the good news is you're able to kind of, I guess, change the words and such in the sentences. And then from there on, I kind of picked different pictures and things of that nature. And then I sent it to my team and they loved it. So we're kind of using that. We are able to send that to our clients and prospects along with the article in case they want to view it as video versus, read that, 2-page article. So
that's excellent. So you're repurposing old content and making it into video form. So you're making it work for you rather than just having it sitting around on your computer. And you're also using it as a way to help get trust and conversions from your clients. Is that right?
Yes, like prospects. And I think that it's important because people are just, taking in medium in different ways at this point. Like I'm more a visual person, I'm a marketing person, but there are those that love reading articles. And so it's good to give options. And some people are audio people, so they can, to be able to give them like audio option versus video options versus written. You're capturing multiple ways for people to absorb and, understand content. I obviously see people watching it and reading it. So I think that's a plus for us. And so people are engaging with it. So I think that's success because the fact that over time, hopefully all this like ecosystem of content, good content will really generate that meeting request. So yes.
Yeah. The thing with any content marketing, as I'm sure many people that are watching this will know, is that it's an asset building exercise. So every day you keep adding and you keep adding, and then the snowball effect kicks in. So I believe you've not been doing this for too long yet. Is that correct?
Yes, we just kind of started dabbling into it because the fact that I just learned about it only a few months ago. Fortunately, I got a chance to talk to, Karam and be able to learn about it. So we're definitely excited to be part of this.
That's amazing. And what were you doing in terms of video before you used Pictory?
The videos that we produced were very thought out. It wasn't just kind of ad hoc. Oh, we have this wonderful article, because the fact that if we wanted to produce an article and a video, it would have to be, very planned. Whereas this, you're able to produce quick videos on articles that you created. So it's less planning for us, which makes it really more efficient, if that makes sense, and producing good content. And it's short. It's not like, a 45-minute video.
That's excellent. How many do you think you're doing a month or a week?
We're doing right now, probably once a month right now, but I'm hoping that this will increase. A lot of our marketing strategy is not as much written. I feel like we've moved along to more of the video and webinar and events. So anywhere if we have a written content, for instance, we're doing a white paper, obviously, that we're serving all of our clients. And that's going to be a long paper, or an article. Again, that would be helpful because if we have something that we can showcase along with that, that's our next step to really utilize a Pictory again, just because those are long articles that can be digested and created into smaller video.
Yeah, make some highlights, share the highlights.
Exactly. And people can read through it if they really want to dive deep on, the statistics and things of that nature, but it's kind of like a supplemental thing.
Yeah, yeah. And which channels are you putting the videos out on? Which socials?
So we put it out on our WeVideo platform, and then we typically put it out on our, website or our landing pages that we create custom and then send it out. So
are you doing anything on Instagram or those kind of platforms, or is it mainly internal?
So Instagrams and such, we're not posting as much, but I think that's actually a great idea. I don't know why I haven't thought about that. But I know that we have a social media person that posts on a regular basis. I just did, they typically post more of our investment updates with our faces on it. So like a lot of like thought leadership content with people talking about stuff versus just content, but not necessarily. Yeah. So we haven't done that just yet.
Okay, that may be something to consider, but the main thing is that with Pictory, hopefully you can increase the amount of videos you do without the budget and without necessarily having to take forever. Better to be out there quickly and lots of them than spend so much time thinking about it that you never actually get it done.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a really great supplemental like video production. Sometimes you want to produce like really good content because we're describing like the market outlook and we need a lot of graphs and, you know, numbers. But then you also want to have like other smaller videos that are more bite-sized that can be absorbed and understood better. And so it's good. It's a good way to really just kind of work together between like the larger production versus like the medium production, if that makes sense. And so, because I mean, we're really going in the video world, but I always like watch Pictory style videos. There's like B-rolls happening and there's words like top people talking. So it's very engaging.
There's one clear trend, and that's towards video.
I watch video all the time.
Yeah, definitely. If someone hadn't tried Pictory, what would you say to them to encourage them to have a go?
I think that it's worth like trying because it's a very low cost, low pressure to say you're not going to be asking them for thousands of dollars up front, like, you know, video production company. Very easy to use if you have written content or they can write it for you. So it literally, I think that video that I produced, because we had the article, literally took me maybe like 15 minutes, if that.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, it took me a little bit longer, maybe 5-10 minutes to understand like how to use it. But once I got it, I was like, delete this, put this, change the photo, move the words. Okay, perfect, done. Add this, you know, pretty little song. And if we had more time, I think having the voiceover would be great, but that would probably take your longest time. But I think that's a really easy software. It's very similar to kind of like a Canva, like easy, you know, user like experience, I would say. It's very drag and drop, and you wouldn't really need any like video skills, you know, per se, like editing and Adobe Premiere or of that sort. So I think that's easy. As long as you have the content, I think that's the biggest thing. But it's really helpful to be able to recycle and reuse content in different formats, if that makes sense.